Hello everyone, welcome back to the science class once again. Thank you all for watching my previous videos and an additional thank you for staying home. So what did you discuss in the last class? We got to discuss about the difference between an acid and a base. So can you remember the difference between an acid and a base? Let us do a quick revision on it. What was this acid and what was this base? Acids are the substances that contains H plus ions, whereas bases are the substances which contains OH minus ions. That is the first difference between an acid and a base. What is the next difference between an acid and a base? An acid is sour in taste, whereas a base is bitter in taste. Right? Acids are corrosive. Means acids gives a corrosive touch, whereas bases gives us a soapy touch. Right? If you find out the similarity between them, then acids conduct electricity, whereas bases too conducts electricity. Right? Let us go back to the difference again. If you just find out one more difference between an acid and a base, then acids turn blue litmus to red, whereas a base turns red litmus to blue. So these are the differences and the similarities between an acid and a base. So let us see the next part that which we are going to discuss today. So today we are going to see the reaction of an acid with metal. What happens when an acid reacts with metal? So just remember this reaction. Acid reacts with metal to produce salt and hydrogen gas. Acid will react with any metal. Whenever acid reacts with any metal, then they will produce salt and hydrogen gas. Now I am pronouncing the word salt here. It does not mean that the salt which we are consuming is only a salt present in this universe. Okay, basically all the compounds that we get in science, they also have a different name, and that different name is salt only. We can also call them salt even. They are also called as salt. Okay, the salt which we are consuming, it is sodium chloride. Only sodium chloride is not the only salt that we know or that exists only. Okay, magnesium chloride, potassium chloride, okay, magnesium sulfate, magnesium hydroxide, many are there. Whatever compounds you are reading, they also can be called as salt only. Remember that thing. Okay, so acid reacts with metal to produce salt and hydrogen gas. Whenever metal reacts with any acid, then they will produce salt and hydrogen gas. This is the common product which will be produced during the reaction between an acid and a base. An example I have given here, this HCl is an acid. When it reacts with any metal, then it will produce salt. NaCl is a salt, and it will produce hydrogen gas. Okay, instead of HCl, okay, instead of sodium, if I will take magnesium, then what will be the salt which is produced? It will be magnesium chloride. Is it clear, everyone? So you have to remember this point. You have to remember this reaction. Acid reacts with metal to produce salt and hydrogen gas. Then the next one, reaction of metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate with acid. What will happen when metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid? Before that, the question might arise in your mind. What will happen when a base will react with metal? When a base reacts with metal, it will also produce salt and hydrogen gas. Only the salt is going to vary. Okay? So what happens when metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate reacts with acid? Acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate to produce salt, carbon dioxide and water. What are the products formed during the reaction of metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate with acid? Whenever metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate reacts with acid, it produces salt, carbon dioxide and water. Here I have written the reaction here. Na2CO3 plus HCl. Sodium carbonate. This is a metal carbonate. Sodium carbonate reacts with acid to produce salt, water and carbon dioxide. Let us see the reaction between a metal hydrogen carbonate and acid. Metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid to produce salt, water and carbon dioxide. Here, this is the metal hydrogen carbonate, sodium, Na2HCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate reacts with acid, HCl hydrochloric acid to produce sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is what the reaction of metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate is with acids. The next one is neutralization reaction. What is the meaning of neutralization reaction? A neutralization reaction is basically the reaction between an acid and a base. Okay, the reaction between an acid and base to produce salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. Okay, the reaction between an acid and a base to produce salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. Clear, everyone? So here, this is a base, this is an acid. Whenever a base and an acid or an acid and a base react with each other, then what does they produce? They always produce salt and water. So this is what the reaction between an acid with various compounds. Okay, acid, first of all we read about the reaction of an acid with metal. Even I said about the reaction of a base with metal. Then we saw the reaction of metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonates with acids. Then we come to know about the reaction between an acid and a base. Understood? Different reactions will have different products. The point for you to remember is that you have to remember all the reactions that is occurring. Clear, everyone? There might be many other examples. I have shown you only one examples of each. You can try with another example. Okay? In the next video, we are going to see some more reaction of an acid and a base. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.